So we're gonna go ahead and watch this video of Tom Homan talking about the LaMonica McIver situation going on. As you know, Brian Stelter said it wasn't more than a mosh pit style pushing. What the fuck is that, Brian Stelter? What the hell are you talking about?
You stupid bastard.
Come on. Come on. Now, anytime you push somebody, you can just say, hey, man, I thought it was a mosh pit. I heard some rock music. What do you want from me? I'm a metalhead. What do you expect? Stupid, 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 as it always is with the CNN fake news. But we're going to go ahead and watch this video of Tom Homan going in on the whole situation.
There are, all you have to do is show up to the facility in a professional manner and request a visit. Go through screening and go see it. We are proud of that facility. I want everybody to go look at it. Maybe all the false narrative will stop about how ICE's detention standards are just so terrible. But she put hands, she shoved an officer, she put hands on her officer. That's unacceptable.
I'm sorry, Tom Homan, she was mosh pitting. So stupid.
These ICE officers, and when you cause a ruckus like that, then that makes that facility unsecure, because officers who should be dealing with the prisoners, very serious prisoners, criminals in that facility, they're dealing with the ruckus outside. It makes the facility unsafe. It's unsafe for the officers, and it's unsafe for the general public. We take the security of those facilities very seriously. She knows how to do oversight. Go there and request to look at it. Don't barge your way in, and regardless of what happens, you don't put hands. And you don't shove an ICE officer who's there to protect the facility and protect the public from the people in that facility.
As you can see here, I'm going to go through his little facial expressions. Look at, he doesn't care. He's not listening. Look at this. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, she didn't really shove him.
Seriously.
You can just see his facial expressions as I go down. Look at this. See, he doesn't care. Look at that little smirk, the grin. The eyes, the whole thing, his facial expression says it all.
Don't you care? You better care.
But he's right. You're a congresswoman. You're the one that make the laws, and you need to follow them yourself. You need to be the example. You're not being the example. You're showing people how to resist the laws in the books. You're not showing them how to follow them. Throwing the whole race card out there, and a lot of people are saying, well, she didn't really shove him. It's just because she's a black woman. And Jeffries is like, and they know if they arrest her, they're going to find out. Jeffries, who the fuck are you?
Who is this guy?
I'm sorry, Jeffries. You're not that guy that makes these threats and people are like, oh shit, you know what the fuck with that Jeffries fella? Come on, bro. Stop being stupid. Just so you can see that I'm not lying to you and the media is lying to you. We're going to go ahead and watch her shove these agents. And it is without a doubt her pushing, elbowing, throwing that UFC elbow at ICE agents. You can see it pretty clearly. It's not up for debate. I don't know why these people think it is. Let's go ahead and watch it. Don't believe your lying eyes here. Here we go. Okay, that's push number one, as we just saw right there. Let's go ahead and replay that. She's right there. Push number one right there, that police officer right here. That was push number one. Let's go forward. That's push number two right there. Right there. We're going to see it again. There we go. As you saw, the hand right there. Let's go ahead and see it. Push 3, 4, and 5 right there. She went whack, 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 throwing that fucking combo. She thinks she's Conor McGregor over there.
Bitches looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this motherfucker just to swing in my hair.
You see it plain as day right there. You see her. She's attacking. She's moving forward. The officers are moving back because they're getting pushed around. So we're gonna watch. Still pushing, as we can see that. Still pushing, and already I get here. Get off of her! Get off of me! The entitlement of these fucking people, bro. It's insane to me.
Do something.
But let's go ahead and keep going. What are you doing? How dare you arrest this woman for just shoving and elbowing these ICE agents? What world are we living in where you can't shove agents and get away with it? Democrats, this is what you sound like. What world is this? I cannot shove an ICE agent. I'm just trying to mosh my way into that fucking ICE facility. That's all I'm trying to do, and these motherfuckers are in my way. We've all been there, right? You've been there. You've been shoving the ICE agents with your elbows and pushing them. No, no, we have not. This is ridiculous. And Dems are just, they fall for it every fucking time. And right there, you just see that first shove right there. She needs to be held accountable. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna go ahead and watch one more where it's like up close, and you can see for yourself in another angle. All right, so here's another angle just so we can all see it in a different way up close with the body cam footage. So let's go ahead and watch it.
Jersey Congresswoman LaMonica McIver now facing federal charges from this confrontation at an ICE detention facility in Newark. Today, New York's Romney Smith.
Okay, that's right up close. How's this even up for debate? The bitch pushed an ICE agent. That's what we saw. She elbowed him from the back, pushed him, and she was driving her way in like she was trying to get into a concert for free. That was more what I saw, and everybody else that has a pair of fucking eyes at work.
At that facility, Delaney Hall with the details. Romney.
Good morning to you, darling. You know, those charges were announced at the same time that the acting U.S. Attorney General for New Jersey announced that the mayor's charge of trespassing would be dropped. So on one hand, you have Mayor Rosberg.
Why is it dropped? That is trespassing. She knew how to do this correctly. Tom Homan explained it to us.
Brock's charge being dropped, and then the Congresswoman LaMonica, McIver's charge being added to it, saying that she was assaulting an ICE detention officer. The mayor.
Hey, I've been fucking up that name too. I'm always like Monica, LaMonica, Latisha. Let's just call her LaMonica, man. That's a. I don't know. That name fucks me up too. McIver or some shit.
Was actually on CNN and talked about how he feels about the duality of it, and he said he felt vindicated that his charge was dropped, but at the same time he strongly believes that the Congresswoman's charge will be as well. Take a listen.
Well, I think the Congress people went there to do their job, to have oversight. I think, ultimately this is not about even what happened there. It's about a fight in this country, about due process in the Constitution of the United States.
That is not what this is about. This is about a congresswoman going into a federal area and shoving and pushing and assaulting a bunch of ICE agents. That's what this is about. I don't give a fuck. What happened to nobody's above the law? All of a sudden, everybody's above the law as long as you're on the left. You're above the goddamn law. You can do whatever the fuck you want, right? This is bullshit. We all know it. They're all a bunch of ass-kissing cheerleaders. That's what they are at this point. If you cannot see this, I don't know what. I don't know what we're supposed to do at this point. You see it for yourself. Then let's keep going.
I think there's some people who believe they could do what they want to do and violate people's rights and their due process, and there are people who are trying to provide oversight, and it's causing conflict.
Violate people's rights. Yeah, like violating our country's rules, huh? You could just come in now, no matter what, without any paperwork, with no record of anything. You just come in, you cut line. Now, my wife's on a green card. We had to go through a lot of shit to get her here. You could just come in and cut in the line.
You're cutting in line.
And that's fine. And then we have to go through all these things to get you out. How is that fair? How are we supposed to run a country in that fucking way? Please explain it to me. Liberals, explain this shit. And then he says that this is about people thinking they could do what they want to do. Yes. Like that fucking stupid bitch in the red jacket there. LaMonica. I finally got it right. I'm so proud of myself. Finally got that bitch's name right. Yes, she is one of those people. You're talking about her, but you're trying to talk about the ICE agents, right? Doing what they want to do. You're trying to talk about President Trump. You're trying to talk about Marco Rubio. You're trying to talk about Tom Homan, Kristi Noem. No, they're following the law. You're here illegally. You're gonna get detained, and then we're gonna find out if you have legal status. Then you're gonna get fucking deported. That's the way the law works. Please spare me your bullshit. You sound like it. I mean, oh my God. I just can't. I can't deal with the stupidity.
Oversight, and it's causing conflict.
Now, this all started on May 9th when Mayor Rosberg and several congresspeople went to Delaney Hall for an oversight visit, saying that they were aware ICE recently reopened a closed detention facility, but ICE didn't have up-to-date certificate of occupancy, and they wanted to make sure the facility was up to code. At one point, you can see on video ICE agency walk outside of the gates on a public property to detain Mayor Baraka. The mayor is shielded by two.
Okay, why don't you talk about the real story? Her assaulting people. Why do you just fucking pass over that? Because you have an agenda to preach. That's why. Look at this shit. Look, You don't even talk about the actual thing that is happening. Her shoving, pushing, elbowing these federal agents. Let's watch
He walked outside of the gates on
in the body cam. Look at this shit.
a public property to detain Mayor Baraka. The
Bob, look at right there. Bob with her big old gut hanging out, fucking ready to push.
mayor is shielded by 2 congresswomen. The Department of Homeland Security released a new video claiming that Congresswoman LaMonica McIver pushed ICE agents as they tried to arrest Baraka. That's why they
Why is it claimed? Why is it claimed when you're literally showing the video of her pushing and shoving ICE agents? Why is it claimed? Please, why is it claimed? That's not claimed. You should be reporting this. Like, as you can see here, the Congresswoman is pushing and shoving ICE agents. That's what it should say. And then you should say, should she be charged? That's a good question to ask. Should she be charged? I believe yes, because no one's above the law, like you say all the fucking time. And I agree with that too. I'm not saying you're wrong on that one. Nobody's above the law, but you think nobody's above the law unless you're on the right side and you have a D in front of your name.
say that now, nearly 2 weeks later, that she's facing a charge of assaulting a federal agent. Keep in mind, at the time of the mayor's arrest, Congresswoman McIver was never detained, never arrested, or charged with anything, but instead she was brought inside the facility and given an hour-long tour of the facility where she was able to speak with some of the people being held inside. Now, McIver releasing a statement on Monday night calling the charges purely political, a distortion of what happened, and an attempt to criminalize and deter legislative oversight. Coming back.
News. Report the fucking news the way it should be reported. You're showing the video of her doing the thing that she's saying she's not doing. How the fuck are we? Oh, we're in bizarro world. We are in a make-believe land.
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Don't believe your lying eyes, I guess. Don't believe your lying eyes. You just saw what I saw, right? We're looking at it straight up, and somehow they're still reporting like, oh, this is what she claims. We don't really need to know what she claims anymore. There's no your truth. There is the truth. We don't need to know what she claims. We see it for ourselves. You can see it right there. Now, I have to get off this subject because it just makes me so frustrated. It makes me so frustrated because it's so stupid. What do you mean? She claims. No, we don't need to do she claims. It's in front of you. It's in your face. Anyways, y'all have a fantastic night. I hope this clears up some of the stuff that you've been told. For those that haven't seen the videos, if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that we're living in this alternate universe now where you can see something, you can hear it, you know exactly what it is, but somehow we got to pretend it really didn't happen. It's so fucking weird. It's just such a weird concept. Like, oh yeah, we're going to show you the video. In any other circumstance, they would be, well, you can clearly see the Congresswoman pushing ICE agents. But now, not anymore. It's going to be like, well, she claims it didn't really happen. And here's the video, but we're going to claim as well. Like, it's up for debate. Yeah, have a good one. Peace.